Hey all, it's Rad. Welcome back to Pokémon Blue version. Before we head off to the sea today, I'd like to point out something. And it's inside the Pokédex, which I have not been in the entirety of this playthrough. It chronicles every Pokémon you've encountered and caught, but I want to focus on one specifically. I caught a Tentacool off-cam, just so I would never have to deal with them again, because the only thing you will encounter when you surf on this water from now to our destination is Tentacool. So, for the sake of speeding things up, now then, with that taken care of, let's get to some trainer battles. Good news, there's a lot of trainer battles here. Bad news, they're mostly swimmers. So you are going to get chump change, and lots of it. But the chump change isn't really the point here. The point here is the experience, of which Jolteon and Weepinbell are going to soak that experience up. So we may run into a high-level Tentacool once in a while, but we're cutting down on a lot of stoppages. Most of what you will encounter here is water Pokémon anyway. Try to act surprised. This is what we're looking for. I kind of have to remind myself where they are. Because I know I said way back when that there is a Jinx you can get if you trade away a Poliwhirl. And I have to remember where they actually are. But yeah, by the end of, not this swimming trip, but the one afterwards, I'm hoping to get a few extra levels for Weepinbell. I'm just using Jolteon here because there is no conflict. He will absolutely zap every water Pokémon he encounters. Including Tentacool, which is water and poison. Hence, my Weepinbell will not be effective against a Tentacool. Oh yeah, my ethers are gonna get some work today. At this point, considering what we're up against, and considering that there's really no point in lowering physical defense for a special like Jolteon, yeah, Tail Whip, we can pretty much never ever need this. Now, with that in mind, we're gonna move Jolteon aside for the moment. I would like to show Blastoise at some point, because I just got him. But that some point is not going to be for a while. Trust me, there will come a time where Blastoise will be an invaluable asset. So the reason I have to eliminate this Goldeen without a hint of contrition is because Goldines can peck you. Alright, shelter, no problem. Really should be checking the fine print. Like, their attacks are not what I'm afraid of. It's my own attacks. Okay. I don't think my Weeping Bell could have one-shot it anyway, like, defense. This is Sea King. I completely forgot about its Gen 1 sprite. Like, evolved Goldeen. And a bit more durable. Yep, not worried about that just yet. Alright, just use another super potion to get Weeping Bell back in shape. So, heading down southward, there is an area surrounded by swimmers. Of course, we gotta talk to them all. So here's where the problem's gonna come in. We can't really harm one another, hence why Weeping Bell is using Cut. Vine Whip wouldn't work because Tentacool has poison. And Acid also wouldn't work because Tentacool is part poison. Do you know who else is part poison? Let me remind you. Weeping Bell is part poison. So Weeping Bell can just tank away to its heart's content. If only it were powerful enough to take out something. Because that is the thing. Grass types have it unlucky in Gen 1. One of their signature moves is Vine Whip. And you think back to... Hello, Tentacruel, evolved Tentacool. And you think back to all the water-type moves Squirtle has learned over its time. Water Gun, Bubble Beam, Bubble itself. They at least have more than 10 PP as their max. Vine Whip just has 10. It's pretty rough. But don't worry, Weeping Bell, your time is coming. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I'm good. I only have one max elixir to go around. So, this one is not a swimmer for once. It is a beauty. But she still uses water types. It's the I expected at this point. I also expect that at this point. Honestly, I'm not afraid of Peck. I can deal with that. Supersonic is where the game is kind of out of my hands. Yeah, that could have gone to Weepin' Bell, but... Okay. Not gonna talk about any comments in regarding to beauties and taking rides. I am above that. So our goal is to get Weepin' Bell one more level at least. And when you realize what is at the end of that level, you'll understand why. So Weepin' Bell is going to soften up everything here until level 38, where Weepin' Bell learns Razor Leaf. This is a move that is slightly stronger than Vine Whip, hence it can go, but that's not really its signature. Razor Leaf critical hits frequently, not all the time, and it recharges our PP. Great! Great! Great quoting, Rad. Great quoting. That won't be taken out of context at all. So, what would leave a Sea King with half its HP bar now one-shots it. Gonna put Weepin' Bell aside for the moment. Its job is done. Then we're gonna have Jolteon finish things up. More Thunderbolts. Alright, so, before we do anything, I have with me a Leaf Stone. Weepin' Bell has learned Razor Leaf, hence, it's time. With Razor Leaf, Growth, Cut, and Acid, the time has come for Weepin' Bell to sing the cry of victory. Victory Bell. Oh yes! That attack, that's special. Speed could use a little work, but otherwise I ain't complaining. Now that that's done, I'm gonna take this time to show off Blastoise a bit. So our destination is the Seafoam Islands. And it's a long way from point A to point B if you just swim. Here is Blastoise. The game cover Pokémon. Here's why most people use Staryu. Staryu can recover its own health. You pretty much have to have that move on lock. Staryu's move pool is one of the most impressive of all water types. It's not uncommon to see Staryus with, like, Psychic, because its evolved form is Water Psychic. Psychic and Surf, sometimes Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, and even Thunderbolt. Heck, all four would not be foreign, but you gotta throw Recover in there somewhere. That makes two of us. We're not even quite done, because now we've crossed over into Route 20, where the only thing you will ever encounter is, of course, Tentacool. actually don't have that many trainers left in the area, so that's at least a sigh of relief. Like I said, Blastoise isn't really the best physical attacker. It's mostly a defensive wall. Like, Surf and Ice Beam are nice to have. Some people give Blastoise the Earthquake TM. Because while Wartortle wasn't capable of learning it, Blastoise is. And that's a good defense against electric types. Like, counterplay with teaching a Pokemon a move type that is counteractive to their weakness. Usually not outside the realm of possibility. Although that was Seadra we took out, evolved form of Horsey. Of course, now Jolteon has more cleanup duty. Like, if you were looking for an area to get your electric types up to code, this is pretty much it. This is basically the time. So, the one thing about this area that I might as well talk about, hello, Cloyster, evolved form of Shelter. The one thing I might as well talk about is the fact that naturally you can fish in this area. In fact, if you're hoping to catch some wild Pokemon, that's probably the best thing to do. You can encounter things that you normally wouldn't underneath the sea, rather than swimming above it. Keep Blastoise in front. And we're almost there after this last trainer. We're already running out of body slams. That's kind of cruel. Might as well ice beam it at that rate. Okay. Might as well keep Mew around. That's a bite. Just keep Blastoise there, blasting away at these water Pokemon with ice. We're gonna be here a bit. Yeah, Seadra bulky, able to survive a Psychic Wave from Mew. Okay, now we have arrived. This is the Seafoam Islands. You could try to surf on here if you want, but you won't get very far. Forgot about you. I didn't even know you existed. Oh boy, level 35 Sea King. Well then. Blah blah Thunderbolt. Blah 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 Thunderbolt, and we're done. Now we can enter the Seafoam Islands. First thing I'm gonna do, max elixir to Jolteon. Not so much for the islands themselves, but for the return trip. Anyway, there's a specific location we want to get to on Seafoam Islands. And with this, you're gonna need a Pokemon with strength. Mew, you got this, right? Welcome to Strength Puzzles. You push boulders down holes. Our Super Repel is still active. My goodness. There it goes. I'm just making sure that we are where we need to be. Because this place is pretty much a maze. For reasons that will be known within a couple of minutes. I really don't want to be standing around a lot. Down there, 4 boulders. And we need to push all of them to progress to our destination. It's nothing compared to the multi-tier adventure of the Part 2. Alrighty then, so we're gonna need to be delicate with this seal. Okay, you don't want to be caught then? The hell with being delicate. Yeah, it is water-ice type. Ice types themselves, not that common. And if you ask me, the ice type in general could be doing a lot better, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so funny thing about strength, you have to reapply it every floor. This puzzle will be interrupted briefly. Ooh, I want me one of those. I've always liked Staryu. I've been over the potential of Staryu. And, Staryu and Starmie. Starmie has been a threat, and has remained so for about 5 generations. So if you want a reliable Water-type Pokemon, you best get to raising this one. A Swiss Army knife of situations that it can handle. Alright, so we move this boulder here, and before you do anything else, careful of where you walk, because you may unintentionally push a boulder to where it doesn't need to be, or you may block off another boulder. I think we're good on Seal. What we aren't good on is Psyduck. If you watch the anime, you may very well know what this thing is. Water typing with a little bit of psychic. Oh, I'd say it's pretty effective. They're noticeably weak otherwise. I know people that are big fans of Psyduck and Golduck, not just because of the anime. Anywho, the two boulders we pushed down block the area that is south of us. That would pull us in like a whirlpool, and it's necessary because if we fly up here, what's this? Another bird. This bird is a one-shot opportunity. Because of this, I recommend you save your game here, and we're actually going to stop our progress here. Because this bird Pokemon represents part 2 of our Seafoam Islands journey, so next time, we're gonna catch the crap out of it. See you later!